Kim, I need you to put together the deck for this afternoon's management meeting. And prepare the room for 20 people by 1 p.m.
Good morning, Stacy. I think you may have forgotten, but I'm actually off today and tomorrow.
Oh, are you now? Well, do you think I care? Why don't you just shut up and do as I say if you want to keep your job in my office? In fact, I will fire you right this moment if you're not going to follow my instructions. I can't believe you think a temp staff like you can talk back to me. Have you forgotten that you can be easily replaced? I know that you're reaching your 40s, but your age doesn't mean anything to me. You are my subordinate, therefore required to listen to my orders. If you can't do as I say, then I will simply discard you.
Stacy, with all due respect, surely you don't mean that.
Of course I do. Come to the office and prepare for the meeting now. You must complete the deck by noon. And make sure the projector is ready to use.
Stacy, please. Besides, I could understand if you want me to prepare the meeting room, but the presentation deck? Isn't that something the director asked you to prepare personally? I recall correctly, he asked you over 2 weeks ago.
So what? The deck is as good as mine if someone from my team completes it. In other words, you need to do a really good job, or else I'm going to fire you. Do not make me look like a fool at the meeting today. Now come on, you're running out of time. You need to get on with it.
Like I said, I cannot. Physically, I'm not even in town. I'm at my husband's parents' house right now.
What the hell? Where is that?
Like 4 hours away. So there's no way I can make it to the meeting in the afternoon or work on your presentation deck. Please do it yourself or find someone else.
Excuse me, 4 hours away? What the hell are you doing out of town on a weekday?
You can't tell me where I can or can't be on my day off. And as a note, I requested and had this paid leave approved over a week ago. You approved it too.
Oh, I did, huh? Well, I don't remember.
It's marked on my calendar, which you have access to, and I also reminded you a couple of days ago. So I can't follow your orders today or tomorrow. Sorry, Stacy. My husband is looking for me. I have to go. Good luck on the meeting.
No, wait a minute, Kim. I need the deck to be done by noon. I'll never finish it on time. Kim? Hello?
Hey, sis, you have a minute?
Of course, Seb. What's up?
I know this is out of the blue for you, but is it possible to borrow your van on the morning of my wedding this weekend? There's been a mix-up with the limousine service, and it looks like we were double booked with another event.
Oh, dear.
I have to look for another service quickly to pick up guests from the airport in the morning. I made a few calls already, but it's so last minute that I can't find anything decent.
Seb, it's not a problem. If our van is a good option for you, then you're free to use our van. In fact, my husband is next to me right now, and he's offering to drive your guests.
Are you serious? Greg would do that?
It's probably best that way. The van is nice, but it's hard to get used to. We would feel more comfortable if someone used to the car drove it.
Man, that would be so great!
Will you talk to him directly later on with the details?
Absolutely, I will call him later. Thank you, thank you! By the way, have you told your colleagues that I'm your brother? You might surprise the people who don't know anything about us.
Well, I told some of my colleagues while we were talking about family and their professions. It's not like I'm hiding anything. That said, I don't want everyone to think that I'm boasting about you, so I decided not to mention it unless you came up in the conversation.
Okay, that's understandable.
I mean, I know you've invited many people from the office, so I guess it'll be widely known after this weekend. Which I knew was going to happen when I started working in your office a month ago. So, that's that.
Yeah, I mean, all the manager class folks know, but the others... I can already picture their surprised faces. Be prepared to have a bunch of people ask why you never told them.
I'll make sure I have a good line.
All right, well, I better get going. We have last-minute preparations for the wedding. Thanks again about the van. Could you please let Greg know I'll call him in about an hour?
Sure, I will.
Talk to you later then.
Okay, good luck preparing for your big day.
Hey, Kim, I'm just checking in on you and Greg. Is everything smooth sailing? You on your way here?
Yes, I am. I'm driving our other car to the venue right now.
Okay, so you didn't go with Greg. Is he on his way to pick up the guests?
I think he already picked them up. He should have left the airport by now and be on his way to the venue with everyone.
Okay, that is great. I really owe him one. I feel bad using him like a driver, but he saved this wedding. I'll make sure to thank him for everything.
You've already mentioned it many times, Toby. Don't worry about what you owe him and focus on your big day. Are you nervous?
A little bit, but not as much as the bride.
It's going to be a beautiful day. I can't wait to see you guys soon. I should be arriving in about 30 minutes.
Okay, drive safely.
Kim, what the hell are you doing here? I just saw you talking to Toby. Don't tell me you invited yourself. Just because everyone from the office is here does not mean a part-timer like you are invited. You know, I actually saw you talking to him when he visited our floor the other day. Are you trying to make a move on him? You are a married woman now. How dare you embarrass me like this? You need to leave. Now. Hello? Are you ignoring my messages? You know, I was being nice texting you before I humiliate you in front of everyone. But fine, if you're going to ignore me, I guess I'll have to do what is necessary. I won't let you crash this wedding. Gosh, that felt good. I should have gotten a picture. You should have seen your face. Oh, classic. You looked really good in red, too. I can't believe you poured wine on me. What did I ever do to you? You didn't even tell me why you did that. Well, someone has to teach you a lesson, right? You're merely a part-timer who's been working for me for a few weeks. I know you're trying to get a piece of the men attending this wedding, including the CEO. You don't belong here. Get out! Stacy, you've gotten it all wrong. You have no idea what you're talking about. Of course I do, you whore. Wow, I am lost for words. You know what? Forget it. There really is no point in trying to talk to you. Just pay the venue or the hosts back for wasting a good wine, will you? I didn't take it from the bar. What? Where did you find that bottle, then? Some newbie from our office had it. A bunch of them were going to give it to Toby as a wedding gift. What? You wasted someone else's gift to attack me? The idea was so stupid anyway. Toby didn't need any cheap wine from a bunch of youngsters. It was more important to get rid of you from the wedding. How dare you? Well, you got the message now, didn't you? You are not welcome. Get your sorry ass out of here. If I see you walking around again, I will rip your dress up into pieces. I'm not the one leaving. You are, you piece of shit. I beg your pardon. That gift was not some cheap wine from the supermarket. The young employees bought a wine from the same birth year as Toby. It was supposed to be a beautiful surprise gift. They all pitched in to buy it out of thoughtfulness, and you've ruined it. You are going to be so sorry for what you've done, Stacy. You fool. Excuse me, this is your own fault. If you never came to crash the wedding that you weren't invited to, none of this would have happened. Okay, just give me a second here. I need to take a deep breath before I go on. All right, I'm back. Apologies for the language. Your level of ignorance has pushed my frustration over the limit, but I am calm now. And now that I am, I'm going to report what you've done to the CEO. Excuse me for the time being. Huh? You're going to talk to the CEO? You think he's going to listen to a word you say? You are a part-time worker. He's not going to take an old woman like you seriously. Know your place already. Get the hell out of here now. Toby, I think I might be late for the ceremony. I'm so sorry.
Oh, why? Is everything okay?
Long story short, Stacy deliberately poured wine over me and kicked me out of the venue.
I beg your pardon? What the hell? Why would she do something like that?
Because she believes that I'm here to pick up men and that I'm going to crash the wedding. She doesn't seem to know who I am to you, nor will she listen.
Oh my God, I am so sorry this is happening to you. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. One of the staff saw the whole thing and has offered to help. I asked her to fill you in on the details later when you have a moment. I'll also forward you a screenshot of her messages. You'll be able to understand what she did to me. You won't believe her attitude. Plus, you're going to be pissed about what she did to the other employees.
Okay, I'll make sure I read them all. But, so what are you gonna do? Is your dress damaged? Are you heading home to get changed?
I'm heading to the boutique down the street right now. I'll just buy something quickly and head back. The same staff offered me a dressing room where I can get changed. The makeup artist was still around too, so she's going to help me with my face and hair. So I might be entering the ceremony a bit late, but I promise I will be there. Meanwhile, I know you only have like 30 minutes until you walk down that aisle, but can I leave Stacy to you?
Of course, don't worry about that part, I'll handle it.
I'm so sorry. I hate to do this to you on your wedding day.
Hey, none of this is your fault. I got your back.
Thanks, Toby. I'll move as fast as I can.
Kim? Hey, Kim! Oh, come back to the venue now! Why the hell did you not tell me you were Toby's sister? Was I supposed to find out myself, huh? Answer me!
Funny. It's true that there are employees who do not know that I'm the CEO's sister, but I've been told that everyone who are manager rank and up have been notified.
What? Then why the hell do I not know?
I guess you missed it as usual. You should really go through your emails, you know. I know you hardly ever read them, but nowadays, majority of the important notices come via email. I kind of always had the feeling that you didn't know. I mean, it's not a hard guess considering the way you've been treating me. By the way, do you even realize you are completely two-faced, treating your subordinates horribly while sucking up to your bosses?
You should have told me!
Why, so you could suck up to me too? Sorry, but I don't categorize people by ass-kissing or ranks like you do. Besides, it doesn't matter who you treat badly. The fact that you mistreat anyone is the issue. You have crossed too many lines.
Okay, fine, whatever. Just come back before I get into any more trouble, please!
I don't know what you're talking about. I've been inside the venue for the past hour.
Huh?
You heard me. Thanks to you, I had to go buy a new dress down the street, but everyone here has been very supportive and helped me get tidied up quickly. I missed the first couple of minutes of the ceremony, but I was able to witness most of it.
No way! I thought I'd be able to get back in if I found you. What am I supposed to do then? I'm standing in front of the door like an idiot!
That you are. I suggest you leave. You don't have any other option. As the family of the groom, I'm telling you that you do not belong here.
Wait, no, let me in! I want to be part of this wedding! I've been looking forward to seeing Toby today for so long!
I must go now. We're beginning the reception soon.
Kim, stop ignoring me! Oh, you have to pick up! Hello?
Jesus, Stacy, what? You want to stalk me now? You're out of your mind.
Oh, it's you! Finally!
Well, you kind of left me no choice but to react. Do you even realize you've left me 300 missed calls?
Well, why the hell are you not in the office today? I wouldn't have called you so much if you were here. We need to talk.
After what happened on the weekend, my safety has become a concern. So I've been directed by the CEO to take a day off today. Frankly, I'm glad I don't have to see you today. You actually scare me.
Kim, please, you have to help me.
Help you? Why would I ever help you? You harassed me badly.
I was told to go home just now. They're not going to let me inside the office until they decide what to do about me. I actually might get fired. I think your brother is mad at me because of what happened between us. But you know it was just a misunderstanding, don't you? He can't fire me for making a silly mistake. Besides, it happened outside of the office. You know I didn't mean to attack you or anything, so I need you to talk to him for me. Tell him you forgive me and that it was just a miscommunication.
Stacy, there is no point for you to ask me for help. Because that's not the only reason why you're in deep trouble. First of all, a misunderstanding does not cut what you did to me at the wedding. So no, I will not talk to my brother for you. But even if I did, it would be hard to regain your trust since the board has been discussing your behavior prior to the wedding.
Huh?
You see, you're the only one who doesn't understand the corporate compliance. You have broken so many by harassing your subordinates. There have been reports on your behavior numerous times. They know that you've coerced unnecessary work onto your teammates. Sometimes on their days off, just like you tried to make me work on mine. You call them useless and other horrible names if they ever decline, and treat them even worse once they're back in the office. They know that you've tried to take advantage of younger workers in the office, hinting promotion in exchange of a sexual relationship. I mean, how could you not think that that is against the compliance? Where is your common sense? And on top of it all, you attacked me at the wedding with what was supposed to be a beautiful gift for the newlyweds. Well, guess what, Stacy? My brother has a big heart, but not big enough for ignorant fools like you. In fact, he had apologized at his own wedding for letting you off the hook until now. He said he was sorry he didn't handle you much sooner.
He said that? Oh no, this is pretty bad, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Anyway, now you know that you asking me for help is not going to change the situation. So please stop calling me and leave me alone.
Come on, Kim, help another woman out, won't you? I'll tell you what, if you help me get out of this trouble, I assure you that you will get a raise. I will make a huge presentation about how great you are and that you deserve so much more pay. That's not such a bad deal, is it?
You are unbelievable.
Huh? Is that not enough? Well, what else could you want from me then?
You are wasting my time. Goodbye, Stacy. I don't think we'll ever speak again.
Wait, what? You're not declining my offer now, are you? You'd be so silly to let your chance for a raise slide. Hello? Hello, Kim?
I later found out that Stacy has been obsessed with my brother for a few years. She used to work in a department closer to him, and although she had known he was in a relationship with his current wife, she consistently made moves on him. Her obsession became worse after my brother made it clear that he was not interested, so the HR had to move her to another section which had no direct interaction with him. A few days after my last conversation with her, she received an official letter notifying her punitive dismissal from the company. In addition to losing her job, she was sued by a group of her subordinates who had been the target of her bullying for months. On top of that, she was, of course, made to pay for my dress and damages, as well as the aged wine that was supposed to be a gift. I guess getting fired and being sued all at once made her lose it. The day after her official notice, she tried to force herself into the office building to talk to my brother. Security stopped her immediately, which only made her even more hysterical. She made such a scene that the police were called in and was eventually taken away. Her poor parents had to travel for hours only to bail their grown daughter out. I heard that her embarrassed parents dragged her back to the countryside where she now works night and day to pay for everything she's done.
Hey, Travis. Have you seen the group text Kathy sent out to the family?
Hey, Linda. Yeah, I saw it. I can't believe it. Our little Kathy is getting married. Seemed like just yesterday she graduated high school. And her fiancé is coming this Saturday, right? Can't wait to meet him.
She's 25, Travis. 7 years isn't exactly yesterday.
Yeah. Well, it feels like yesterday. It's just crazy to think that when we first got married, she was only 5 years old. She's been a part of my life for so long that I honestly feel like she's my real daughter, not just my stepdaughter.
I guess I can understand why you'd feel that way, but just remember one thing, it's only a feeling. You can enjoy the feeling while it lasts, but it'll never be more than that.
Huh?
You might have been acting as a stand-in for her father for 20 years, but that's all you'll ever be. You're not her real father.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm aware of that, but geez. Do you have to be so harsh to me like that?
Do you think I'd be talking to you like this without a reason?
Linda, what's going on? What are you trying to say?
If I have to spell it out for you, I'm saying that your time is up, Travis. I've been talking to Kathy's father, Nate, and we've decided to get back together.
What?
Back when we divorced, Nate was working at a super high-stress company. The stress got to him, and he had a mental breakdown that cost him his job. I figured there would be no way he could support Kathy and me until he worked his issues out, so I asked him to divorce me, and he agreed. But now it's been 20 years since then. We met up again about 6 months ago, and he was like a brand new man. He's a high-powered executive now. He runs his own company. Kathy knows you're not her real father, and since she's out on her own now, I figured it was about time her real father stepped back into the role officially.
Linda, what are you saying?
You really still don't get it? I want Kathy's real father to walk her down the aisle at the wedding. As my husband, it's time, Travis. We're getting divorced. I think that should make it crystal clear, right? I want to get it done as soon as possible, before her fiancé comes over on Saturday. If her fiancé meets you, it'll just make things more complicated. Since I'll be married to Nate by the wedding, that means the groom and his family will start asking questions like, "Wait, so which one is her father?" or something. That's an awkward conversation I would really prefer to avoid.
You seem like you've worked this all out for yourself in your head. But have you thought to ask Kathy what she thinks?
She's my daughter, Travis. I don't need to hear it from her mouth to know what she's thinking.
I see. Fine then. We'll get divorced. On one condition. First, you have to talk to Kathy directly, in person, and see how she feels about everything.
I told you I don't need to ask her. Of course she's going to choose her real father. God, were you always this much of a whiny loser? I'm starting to wish I had made this move sooner. Just do everyone a favor and never talk to Kathy again, okay?
I've made up my mind. I'm talking to Kathy first before making any decisions.
No one likes a pathetic, clingy old man, Travis.
I've still got work to do today, so I'll take my leave from this conversation here. Hey, Kathy. I saw the group text you sent out.
Hey, Dad.
I'm so happy to hear that Mitch finally proposed to you. I know how strongly you felt about him for some time now. Congratulations.
Finally is right. He said he was able to pay back the last of his student loans, so he thought now was the time.
Wow, all paid off already? That guy is a real hard worker. He's a keeper, Kathy. You take care of him, you hear?
Oh, I plan on it. By the way...
What is it?
How are you doing after... well, you know.
Ah, there. Yeah, your mom dropped that thermonuclear warhead on me while I was on my lunch break today. Apparently her and Nate are getting back together, so she wants me out of the picture.
Yeah, that's my understanding too. Seriously, how can she do a thing like this? I was so shocked when she told me what was going on that I couldn't speak. I couldn't cry. I could barely even move. And then she told me I don't need to worry about you because since Nate's some big shot businessman, she can leave you all the assets in the divorce.
Oh, wow. I'm touched that she's going out of her way to be so considerate to me. She's so generous. A regular Mother Teresa.
did she tell you anything else?
She said she wants to get the divorce settled by Saturday so she can introduce Nate as your father when Mitch comes over this weekend.
Saturday? Isn't that just a teensy bit soon?
Her plan is to have Nate walk you down the aisle at your wedding and have him at the family table as her husband. She said she wants to avoid having any awkward conversation with Mitch's family, so she only wants them to ever meet Nate.
What? No, not a chance. That is not happening. Absolutely not. I mean, sure, he may be my biological dad, but he hasn't been any part of my life in 20 years. I barely even met him.
I thought you feel that way, but your mother seems to have it in her head that you have the same position as her in all of this. It looks like her assumption missed the mark a bit.
Seriously? But, I mean, I've already talked to Mitch about our family's circumstances. He knows the whole story. Sure, I never told Mom that I talked to him, but did she really think I'd withhold a detail that massive from my own fiancé?
Yeah, and what's more, Mitch and I have already met, so I'm not sure what she thinks she's preventing.
I know, right? But I guess Mom doesn't know about that either. And another thing, about the wedding. Mitch and I were planning on telling you guys this when he comes by on Saturday, but we're not going to do a formal ceremony. We're doing what's called a photo wedding, where you just take pictures as if it were a real wedding.
Oh, really? You know, I think I have heard of those before.
Yeah, they're kind of a new thing. Mitch's parents both passed away when he was young, and he has no siblings, so we thought it would be a good plan. Plus, you know, I'm not one for gaudy events, getting dressed fancy, being paraded in front of a bunch of people, that sort of thing.
I see. Glad you're on the same page.
Oh, the people at the venue did say that it was okay to bring guests along on the day of the photo shoot. I'm gonna send you an invitation to that, so be sure to save the date, okay?
Gotcha. I'll be sure to set it aside.
That leaves one problem, though. Mom.
Yeah, that's kind of a big problem.
After all, I'm pretty sure Mom still has no idea that we know she's been having an affair, and this whole "we just happened to run into each other" nonsense is all a cover. There's no way she'd be telling that bold of a lie if she knew.
You're right.
So what do you think, Dad? What are you gonna do?
Well, she just handed me the divorce papers a bit ago.
Wow, already?
Yep. I'm gonna make my move tomorrow.
Tomorrow, huh? Well, I'm rooting for you, Dad.
Thanks, sweetheart. Hi, Linda. I submitted the divorce papers to the courthouse on my way home from work.
Wow, already? You're more obedient than I thought you would be. Good boy.
Yeah, I just want to get this out of the way so I can get on with my life.
Oh, well, good for you. All I want is to be divorced as soon as possible, so the sooner the better.
Right, the sooner the better. So, the sooner you get out of my house, the better. You have till tomorrow morning.
What? You're kicking me out?
The house is in my name.
Oh, well, I guess you're right.
Don't tell me. You haven't made new living arrangements yet? You're not stupid enough to throw a stack of divorce papers at me without having a plan for what you're going to do after a divorce is finalized, are you?
Of course not. I just, was caught off guard by the fact that you got the divorce papers submitted so soon, that's all. I'll start packing up my stuff tomorrow morning.
No, didn't you hear me? I told you that you're going to be out of my house by tomorrow morning.
You're only giving me till morning?
I'll be staying at my friend's place tonight, so get your things in order and get the hell out. I'm gonna come by the house at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. You had better be gone by then.
Come on, by 9 a.m.? I'm gonna have to stay up all night in order to get all my stuff packed and move out in time.
I don't care what you have to do. Get it done. It was you who told me you wanted to get divorced as soon as possible, and I gave you what you wanted. We're divorced. That's my house you're in, and I want you out by tomorrow morning.
Fine, jeez. I'll do it. Just get off my back. Hey, Travis, just letting you know I finished moving my stuff out just now.
Good. Thanks for letting me know.
If you don't mind, can I ask you something?
Make it quick.
Kathy hasn't been answering any of my calls or texts since last night. Do you know anything? Has she spoken to you at all?
No, I didn't message Kathy at all yesterday.
Oh. Okay.
Is that all you wanted? Can I go now?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Great. Now that that's settled, I no longer have any reason to communicate directly with you in the future. If you need anything from me, you'll have to do it through my attorney. You still have his card, don't you?
Yeah, I got it. Travis, this is all you're doing, isn't it?
I was very clear when I told you to talk to my attorney.
I don't have that kind of time. This is an emergency. What did you tell Nate, Travis, huh? Tell me right now. I just showed up at his house with my stuff to move in and he refused to let me in. What's going on?
Yeah, I figured that would happen.
Explain yourself now.
When he got back from his overseas business venture a year ago and the two of you met up, he had no idea that you had remarried, did he? Oh, Nate. It's been so difficult being a single mother these long 20 years. I was so lonely. You have no idea how hard it is to raise a child on your own as a woman in this society. Is that what you told him? I bet you threw in some crocodile tears too. You probably put on the best display of acting in your life to try and win back the man you rejected now that he's found success.
Did you meet Nate?
Well, to be more precise, we've never actually met in person. All of our communicating has been through our respective lawyers. But he did provide me with an affidavit stating that he had no idea you were a married woman, that you had lied to him and deceived him, that he was terribly sorry for any harm that has come to me, and that he's breaking up with you.
I don't believe this. How could you do something so dirty as going behind my back like that? You're a real creep, you know that?
You think you're in any position to be talking to me like that?
This can't be happening. I just went by Kathy's apartment, but she wasn't there. The whole place was dark. Then when I messaged her, she said that she didn't want to see me, so she was hiding out at her fiancé's house for a while. First Nate, now Kathy? Why? Why is this happening to me?
Ordinarily, I would just tell you to talk to my lawyer again, but since this has to do with Kathy, allow me to fill in the blanks.
Hurry up and tell me what's going on with her.
Kathy knew that you were having an affair.
She did? How?
She saw the two of you in the act with her own two eyes. She could tell that the guy you were with had the same eyes as she did. It wasn't that hard to figure out what was going on.
She saw us? Oh no.
It doesn't make a bit of difference that the two of you were married in the past. You were married to me at the time. You betrayed my trust. You're nothing but a low-down, good-for-nothing cheater.
But he's not just my ex-husband, he's Kathy's real dad.
Real? Why are you so caught up on that word? Who's more of her real dad? The one who took her to her first day of school? Went to her high school graduation and paid for her college education? Or the one who has been completely out of her life for as long as she's had a mind of her own? And when she talks about her dad, she's not talking about Nate. She's talking about me.
Be that as it may, I'm still her mother.
If only you hadn't cheated on me, we'd still be married and you'd still be able to enjoy the same happy, loving relationship with your daughter that you always had. Shame. Damn shame.
But you don't understand. He's a high-powered executive running his own business.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet he makes significantly more than me. A mid-level employee at a mid-sized firm, so he'd definitely be able to provide you with a much higher standard of living than I can right now. Maybe you should have divorced me before shacking up with him.
Well,
all you had to do was be honest. Sure, you may have had a bit of issues to work out, but you could have wound up in a much happier, more positive position than the one you find yourself in now.
Travis, do you think we can work things out between us?
Not a chance in hell.
I'm sure we can come to some sort of arrangement. We can start over, get a fresh start.
I'm done talking to you.
No!
Now, for real this time. Anything else you want to say to me? Tell it to my lawyer.
I don't want to talk to your lawyer. I want to talk to you.
If you'd like to arrange a meeting with me, talk to my lawyer. He'll tell you no, though.
Travis, wait!
With nowhere else to run, Linda went crawling back to her parents' house to live with them. My lawyer went over there to discuss the possibility of settling my lawsuit for her affair out of court, which she agreed to. It seems like at the time she assumed that her parents would agree to foot the bill for her. But they're both retired and on a fixed income, so there was no way they could scrounge together the money to pay the bill for her. In the end, her father arranged for her to go be a live-in maid at the house of an acquaintance of his. 6 months after that, Linda crashed into the wedding venue for Kathy's wedding and shouted, "I'm the mother of the bride. I deserve to be a part of this." However, Kathy's photo shoot had taken place a week earlier. When she realized her mistake, she went completely berserk and started trashing the place. Which means that now she has 2 lawsuit debts she needs to work off. Thanks to her escapades, the guy who hired her decided he didn't want anything to do with her, so he fired her and kicked her out onto the street. And the street is where she's been living ever since, doing odd jobs here and there in a futile attempt to get herself out of debt.